project. We also have Catherine Kellerman here today to talk about public transit options during the closure. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mike Carroll. Thank you.
Okay, Jason, thanks so much. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Carroll, the PennDOT Secretary, and as Jason said, I think this is press conference number 376. You can all get the reference. And by the way, as I stand in front of this brand new bridge for the Parkway, all I can think of as somebody who's not an engineer is, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And it really is, because as somebody who does not have a PE after their name, to contemplate the prospect of pushing this brand new bridge into place starting July 10th is a stunning engineering achievement, and a stunning achievement by both the PennDOT team in District 11 and our consultants and contractors who are all doing unbelievable work. You know, I'm incredibly proud of the work that's done here in District 11 all the time. It was on full display just a couple of months ago with the NFL draft. It's on full display every day here in Western Pennsylvania. You know, meeting the transportation needs of 13 million Pennsylvanians and those that visit our state every day is a tall task, but PennDOT's up to that task, and this project here illustrates that better than any project in the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Under Governor Shapiro's leadership, we at PennDOT are committed to showing up for Pennsylvanians no matter who they are, no matter where they live, and no matter how they travel. I don't have to tell anybody in this region about the importance of the Commercial Street Bridge and its status as an artery in and out of the city. And the decision to close 376 and Parkway for 25 days starting July 10th was not one that we took lightly, but we contemplated the effects that traffic control and traffic delays over a 4-year period would have. And I know that for me, it was not a close call. 25 days of inconvenience in exchange for 4 years. I'll take the 25 days over 4 years anytime. 100,000 vehicles a day use this 75-year-old bridge. That bridge, the current one, is at the end of its useful life. And as a result, it needed to be replaced. The creative plan to utilize this process to build this new bridge parallel to the existing one and push it in my opinion, is a stunning achievement. An 850-foot bridge constructed parallel to the interstate, and starting July 10th, remove the existing bridge and push the new one in is an innovative approach that allows us to be able to restore traffic, keep people safe, both the workers wearing hard hats and the traveling public. The bridge that is behind me that's brand new, 22 million pounds. Over 150 oversized steel beams that came from Wisconsin to Pittsburgh. And there's so much more coordination and planning that went into constructing this mammoth structure. PennDOT's engineers analyzed traffic data to determine when traffic volumes would be the lowest to avoid impacts for students and parents and commuters, and to get it all done with the least impact on the traveling public. And that's how we arrived on July the 10th. We, of course, work closely with our planning partners and communities and businesses when planning this. I know there'll be some inconvenience for this period of time when this is shut down, but again, that modest inconvenience for a few weeks, far superior than an inconvenience measured in years. You can find information about the detours at 511pa.com and on the 511PA mobile app. I have a feeling at this point the people of Pittsburgh are fully familiar with the ways to get information about this project, but it's important, if anybody has questions, to seek the answers that you need so that you know what to do and what you can and cannot do starting on July the 10th. I'm also pleased that our public transit partners, PRT, and Catherine Kellerman from PRT are here with us today. You know, the world of transportation has many partners. When it comes to moving people in cities like Pittsburgh, our transit partner, PRT, is an excellent, excellent partner. Again, their stellar work during the NFL draft, and their stellar work every single day, speaks volumes about the skill of Catherine and the PR team, from the folks in the administrative office to the folks turning wrenches and driving the buses. So I am so proud of what's happening here today from the perspective of the highway and bridge position that PennDOT has, as well as our transit partners at PRT. Again, this is a holy cow moment. It really is. And maybe here in Pittsburgh, people have gotten to the point where they sort of understand what's happening and maybe take this for granted. Please don't. This is a stunning, stunning achievement. It's a stunning engineering achievement. It's a stunning public service achievement. And I'm proud to lead an agency that had the foresight and skill, along with our consultants and contractors, to deliver this really great project. And now I'm happy to turn the podium back over to Jason Zhang, PennDOT's District 11 executive. Jason, his team, kudos for the excellent work. Jason will give us some more details about what exactly is happening here. All I can say is this is a stunning achievement, and I can't wait to see this bridge pushed into place to provide service for the Parkway. Jason.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, just to get into some of the project details here, go over some of the specifics. A lot of this you probably already heard before. There's a little bit of new information, a little bit more detail now that we're getting closer to the closure. So, but just to back up, this project started in 2024, full steam ahead, with really no impacts to the public as we built the new bridge beside the old one. In 2024, the big focus was to lower the westbound 376 off-ramp to Forest Hills, Wilkinsburg, exit 78B. The reason for that was we had a low clearance bridge. We wanted to prepare for the detour that's going to be put in place here so trucks could get under that low clearance bridge. So that was done in 2024. Also in 2024, we started building the new piers. And if you'll notice, we actually built the piers for the new bridge underneath, carefully underneath the old bridge. So that has all been done while traffic flowed on the old bridge. We also, in 2025, we installed new sign structures and temporary and permanent piers, abutments, piles, steel erection, and continued phased ITS work. During the installation of that sign structure, we had to close the Parkway for a weekend. We learned a few things during that closure, and some of those things we're going to implement the week before the July 10th closure, so I'll get into some of that. So, what is going on right now? What have we done? So far this year, we erected all the steel, and the concrete bridge deck has been placed. So that has been ongoing since January. It actually never stopped through the winter. They just completed the barrier placement last week, and the center line barrier was placed. So the bridge is essentially done. If you can see up there, they're actually taking off forms. The bridge is basically ready to be slid into place, okay? The test run is occurring right now as we speak. It's ongoing. It will be ongoing throughout the day as they work through little tweaks and little things here and there. That's why we're doing a test run. So, getting into the actual closures, starting at 7 a.m., approximately 7 a.m. Monday, June 29th, Commercial Street, Forward Avenue. That's the street we're standing on, not the Parkway. Commercial Street, underneath the Commercial Street Bridge, is going to close for around the clock until the bridge is done being slid. Why are we doing this? Well, the old bridge has to be demolished, and it's going to be demolished where it stands. It's going to drop straight down between mechanical methods, and also we're going to use explosives. We're going to drop the old bridge. It's going to land on top of the new piers, right? So we have to protect those piers. We're going to bury them in dirt and rock, and that's going to take time. So that's why Commercial Street needs to close down early. Once the old bridge is on the ground, once the Parkway is closed, the first order of business is to demolish the old bridge. And really, that is going to be the biggest, I think, one of the biggest tasks in this project is to get rid of that old bridge. There's a lot of bridge there to demolish, okay? Few restrictions planned to occur during the week of July 6th leading up to the bridge closure. This is new information, okay? Ardmore Boulevard, Route 30, under the Parkway from Morrow Road to Brinton Road will have a right lane restriction in each direction. I-376 in each direction from Churchill, exit 79B, to Edgewood, exit 77, will have a single lane closure nightly from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. for prep work, okay? The Boulevard of the Allies in the northbound direction from McDivitt Place to the Boulevard of the Allies slip ramp from 5th Avenue will have a right lane restriction put into place, okay? That's going to happen the week of July 6th. Then, 9 p.m. Friday, July 10th, this all starts. 25-day full closure and detour of I-376 will occur. And as I said, first thing to do, demo the old bridge. The next thing, once we clear the demolished bridge out of the way of the new bridge, will slide the newly constructed bridge into place, connect it to permanent foundations that we have pre-built, and complete the tie-in work to the roadway. This will expected to reopen by August 3rd. Safety message, okay? To help prepare for the closure, we've been saying this. We ask everybody to plan ahead. Know where you're going. Use PA 511. We have the detours preloaded into 511. You could look at the travel times of the detour routes, okay? Please do not just get on the Parkway and get yourself onto the detour without planning ahead. Know where you're going, think about it, plan ahead. For those people that can work from home, please work from home. And we understand not everybody can, but that is to the benefit of the emergency workers, to the people that need to get to the hospitals, to the service people out there in our community. The less cars that are on the road, the better. We're also asking people to explore public transit, and that's Catherine's going to talk about that. Okay, if you are on the detour route, if you need to use the detour routes, we understand that. That's why we're there. But please remember, they're going through residential areas. Children at play. School is out. There's going to be kids around. There's parents. There's people. Think about the pedestrians. Think about the people on bicycles. Really think about all of that. Slow down. Please be patient. Expect delays. Expect it to take time. Okay. If you are a pedestrian, please be aware that there's a lot more traffic. Please stay off your phone. Watch where you're going. Look both ways before you cross. Please be alert. And I want to thank people again. I want to thank everybody for their patience as we get through this. A project like this takes everybody. It takes everybody working together to get through this. As Secretary Carroll said, this is a 75-year-old bridge. It needs to be replaced. We're replacing it for a reason, right? It's going to so we can provide a new bridge for the next 100 years, right? Other things that are happening. We're not just closing the Parkway, and we're not just going to work on this bridge. We are jam-packing as much work that we can get done while the Parkway is closed, while people are off the Parkway. We're jam-packing. So we have another project just abutting this one right now, a $100 million betterment project from the bridge to the Churchill exit. We are doing as much work as we can during that. We're going to be replacing expansion dams, putting new overlays on bridge decks, all the things that you see us do, replacing the median bearing, all the things that would be done otherwise with restrictions. The Squirrel Hill tunnels are going to get a new asphalt roadway surface, okay? That's big too. Again, that would have to be done on weekends or at night, so that's going to get done. We're also going to take this time to do an emergency response drill. If you remember, the Turnpike had a very severe fire in their tunnel not too long ago. So these things happen. All of the emergency services are going to come out during the closure, and they're going to use this time to do a drill for a fire in our tunnel or some sort of catastrophe. So that's all good. Communication, I want to talk about that. We have done more public outreach on this project than I've ever seen in my career. Our project manager, John Myler, has been personally to more than 50 community meetings, talking face-to-face to community members. We have coordinated with the city of Pittsburgh. We will continue. We have worked on all the detour routes. We have updated traffic signals to make sure the detour routes flow as good as they possibly can. We're also going to stand up our incident command center during this. We're going to have people in our incident command center monitoring the detour routes. They'll be able to make adjustments to traffic signals in real time. If there's any problem or breakdown, we're going to know about it. We'll send somebody out. We'll be able to react. Again, as I mentioned about working from home, just to speak to the business owners, if you can allow your people to work from home, please be flexible. Anybody that lives in the East Hills that's trying to get downtown to Pittsburgh, please be flexible with your employees and your team. Let them work from home. It's going to help everybody, okay? And now with this, lastly, as I said before, I want to talk about public transit. Explore public transit. We've been talking to PRT very closely, coordinating with them. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Catherine Kellerman to talk about PRT's plans. Thanks, Catherine.
Well, good morning. So if I'm here, you know what that means. Don't drive. And as the secretary mentioned, we just went through the draft where we did not drive. So I know that we can do this. It's July. Take a vacation. Tell your in-laws you'll see them in a month. My in-laws are farther away, and we'll see them in a month. But good morning. Thank you, PennDOT. Thank you, everybody, for being out here. Thank you, Secretary Carroll, for showing up. For us to talk about this great project and this opportunity to not drive yourself. It is going to be a mess. I don't think I can overstate that. And the less you can put yourself through the mess, the better off everyone will be. So we are here for we were almost going to be really, really brief, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. We've been working really closely with PennDOT. We know this is going to be a transformative project, but it's also going to be transformatively messy. So we're going to buckle down, support everybody, and get this done. So by the time August is here, we're ready to go. Our system is built on all these roads. We have the busway. We have a lot of ways where we can get you around all the traffic. Most importantly, if you are not driving, you are not traffic yourself. You are opening the road up for these emergency responders. And also, let's consider the folks who live really close to here have no other options except to use these roads. We want to be good neighbors and help our friends by not making it even harder for them. We are taking additional steps to make our system run faster. We will temporarily suspend our construction on the PRTX University line. That means all that fun traffic that we are contributing to in Oakland, we are taking a temporary pause so things can flow a little smoother. We'd love to get ready faster, but it's more important to get ready together. So we'll be pausing our PRTX construction. Again, remember the busway is a dedicated corridor, so you do not have to be messing with this if you are catching the bus from the busway. If you don't live close to a bus stop, we have an extensive park and ride network that we are more than happy to connect you to. You can go to rideprt.org, or let me make sure I'm not wrong here, 412-244-4200. All right, 412-244-4200, or rideprt.org. We will hook you up with all your travel planning through downtown, through Penn Hills, through Oakland, and everywhere else. It's going to be messy. It's going to be really congested. We all already love the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. We know how it gets out here. Please plan ahead. Avoid traveling if you don't have to. And if you do, we are here for you. So give us a call. Check us out on the website. A lot of your information is also hosted in Google Maps. If you go in and you click on the transit icon and not your car, we have a lot of apps like Transit that help us out with planning. So please plan ahead. Take advantage of the information and let us do the driving for you. Thank you.
Okay, to wrap this up, just want to thank everybody for being here. Just want to remind everybody, when PennDOT's job, by definition, is to work on things that are in people's way, right? And on every project that we do, we put the public's best interest at the top of our minds. We plan our work very, very carefully to minimize the disruptions while we work on this critical infrastructure. This project is a shining example of the great lengths that we will go through to try to minimize our inconvenience to our customers. So we appreciate their patience. So again, with that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming and open it up for any questions. I think it started around 6 o'clock a.m. Is that accurate? 6:45 a.m. We're working through it, Ross. I don't know that I have a percentage of how far we are done. So far we've lifted the bridge up. Yep.
You want to walk the tricks, lift up and push.
Yeah, so the bridge has to go up vertically and then it has to go laterally.
When it's time to move it into place, and that's going to take a while, which also might give the public to know that this is like you're going to lift it up, push it over. Live stream.
Oh yes. Yeah, we've been saying about 25 to 30 hours total to move it. Maybe it'll go faster than that, but that's our estimate right now. Oh yeah, I should mention there's going to be a live stream. People have been asking about that. There will be a live stream. It's set up right over towards the corner there. We're going to turn that on July 10th, and we're going to turn it off after the Parkway gets reopened. It'll be on 24/7. We'll set up a link on our website. You'll get a great view of the old bridge coming down, and then once that bridge is out of the way, you'll get a great view of the new bridge moving. So it should be a really good view for everybody to see. Because it will be, we don't want anybody down here. That was something I wanted to mention. You can't come down here. We're going to have people in the woods making sure people aren't trying to sneak down here, okay? It's going to be a dangerous work site. There's going to be a lot of security. The Pittsburgh police are helping us. So we're going to have drones in the air. We're going to have all sorts of things happening to make sure that people are not trying to enter this. We do not want anybody down here. Please don't try to get down here. If you do, you're probably going to get caught. But watch the live stream. That's going to be the best seat in the house. Yeah. I think is it 6 inches? 10 inches. So it's going to go up 10 inches first, 10 inches. And then there's lateral hydraulic jacks that will push it laterally. There's also hydraulic jacks to help keep the bridge positioned on the piers. So steel bridges are flexible. They want to move a little bit. So we have it locked into the piers while it slides as well. So we have hydraulic jacks that we can control it in, I guess, X, Y, and Z axis. That's the only way I can think to say it. It'll move slowly, approximately 3 feet at a time. So these jacks will clamp onto the center of the rail, lock onto the rail, push it, and then unlock, retract, lock back on, push it again. So slow process. It's really the magic and the power of hydraulics is really what's doing. These are massive hydraulic jacks to do this. And this is a proprietary system. This is a company that moves big things. This is what they do. The jacking system came from the Netherlands. It made its way across the Atlantic Ocean. And how many Conex boxes? 60? 40 Conex boxes. All the equipment showed up. And their crews have been here working for the last few weeks setting all that equipment up. There's hydraulic hoses everywhere. There's electronic equipment. There's a command center. It is really, really impressive equipment.
Well, spotlight on the single biggest bridge replacement of this type, where we're going to construct the bridge parallel to the existing bridge, remove the existing bridge and push this in. The largest in the history of PennDOT, the largest in the history of Pennsylvania. I'm not sure about the largest in the U.S., but I know for certain it's the most impressive and largest project of its type in the history of Pennsylvania. Really a stunning achievement. It really is. Okay.
Well, I mean, let me make no mistake about it. This bridge is going to slide into place if it likes it or not. Okay. What we're doing today is making sure any little adjustments that need to be made. I mean, there's so many components to this sliding system between the vertical jacks, the horizontal jacks, the jacks that I was talking about that position it on the pier. There's so many little pieces. We just don't want any hiccups. Once the parkway's closed, the name of the game is time and doing this as quickly as we can. So we're taking this time now while the traffic's flowing freely on the parkway to work out any kind of bugs. If we see something that can be improved, we'll do that. If we can make adjustments, so we have lots of time to do that right now. So that's the point, Ed. Yeah, so the lane restrictions that I was talking about on Ardmore Boulevard and the Boulevard of the Allies, basically what we're doing is we're going to restrict those lanes because those are where people on the detour route are going to merge into those roads. So if we can keep the traffic flowing in one lane only, that's going to allow free flow of the detour route. So we had some backups during the detours last year. So, I mean, there's going to be backups, but it's going to help the traffic to flow. So just minor things like that. I don't know if they're using dish soap. I know they're using grease. So yeah, they might be. I mean, again, that's part of the test slide, right? They're probably maybe considering that if things don't slide as easy as they'd like them to. There's a lot of options there. Yep. That has been done in the past, yes. On smaller slides.
We will be running our regular schedules, but if we have the capacity to get additional vehicles out there, we absolutely will. Ed, we talk all the time, so you're very familiar with our hiring schedule, our retirement schedule. Our folks like to go on vacation too, and folks like to take vacation in July. So we're working with the manpower, absolutely covering our existing service, but where we have the capacity to add, we will be adding. One of our constraints is these park and rides are going to fill up pretty quickly. So if you are planning on going to the Wilkinsburg Park and Ride or somewhere, make sure you have a plan B, a backup. So there's another park and ride you can get to. If you can even just ride from the stop close to your house, that's probably your best bet because we will get you there. Our newer stops have a QR code where you can just take a photo with your phone and it'll bring up, it'll automatically load the next vehicle arrival information for that stop. You can find that for any stop at rideprt.org. Folks can text to the code, which is listed on a bus stop. They can call customer service. But we're going to get everybody out there. Just stay home first, take us second. We're not anticipating that kind of drive. It's more that it's a full court press of a whole bunch of options. With the draft, it was a very strong travel pattern to a location. With this, it's disrupting a whole bunch of travel patterns that go out into a bunch of different directions. So it's a little more challenging for us to devote all our resources to get folks to downtown, for instance, if people are trying to get to Oakland or people are going to East Liberty or they are dying for the dried mango at Trader Joe's or to head over to Aldi or wherever they're going. So since it's more of a diaspora of patterns, we're just boosting up as much as we can. And remember, don't drive, take us, plan ahead.
No, not yet. Within a week, maybe a week after the closure, something like that. We don't have the specific date now nailed down just yet. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be here to answer any other questions if anything comes to mind. So thanks again. We really, really appreciate you helping us spread the word about the Parkway closure so people can plan. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.
Are you staycationing or you're going somewhere?
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, in August.
Yes.
Yeah, Disney. Hi, thanks for
Very well.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys. All right, let's go do a look live OSOT real quick.